Hey everybody, this is Justin again with another review, but this time for Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, starring Kirsten, Emotionless Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and the very non-sexy Taylor Lautner. First off, I want to say how glad I was to see this movie, only for the fact that the series is finally over. Since 2008, we have gotten 5 shit movies about vampire love and werewolf love that we do not need. 8 years or 4 years, you get 5 movies, and they're not even into the franchise really in the saga. They just seem like they're doing these movies for money. Because when you look at the Harry Potter series, they've been doing it for a long time, and at the end of their premiere, everybody was crying and happy for what they've done. And you look at the Twilight premiere, and they're just smiling or Kristen Stewart has no emotion on her face, just like she always does. They just throughout the whole movies, they just haven't really been into it, and that's how the Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 felt. It was really boring in the beginning. She still had no emotion like she always has, but it was really cheesy, especially when she became a vampire and she was running in the woods alongside Edward. They were just running really fast, and behind them you see the trees going really fast, and just expressions on their face were very stupid. And she brought her baby into the picture, which was completely animated. You can tell that it wasn't even good animation. It was just really crappy baby animation. And the baby was supposed to grow more and more each day, and it just got crappier and crappier as she grew older. The whole movie was just about the Volturi figuring out that Bella and Edward had committed a crime, having a half human, half vampire baby, and they were trying to persuade the Volturi that the baby wasn't harmful to the vampire society. Like I said, it was very cheesy at points. It felt quick, the movie did, and it was boring at some parts. But it stepped up at the last half of the movie. The last 25 minutes, it was actually really good. The Volturi was on one side in the snow, and then Bella, Edward, and a bunch of cousins, they had gathered to fight the Volturi. They were gonna start attacking each other and ripping each other's heads off and burning the bodies. But ripping their heads off, it was really not very good. It was, you expect when you're ripping a head off, blood just sprays everywhere. This was just ripping a head off and clean, and ripping the arms off and just burning the body. But there was no blood spraying, so I was disappointed there too. But they start to fight. The wolves were attacking, biting heads off Volturi members, and a new vampire that was introduced can change the elements of nature, and he smashed on the ground, and the ground started to collapse, and there was an earthquake, and the werewolves and vampires were going in there and falling deep into there, and it was actually really intense until, spoiler alert, Alice told the main Volturi person that this was just a vision, and if he proceeded with fighting Bella and Edward, that he would end up dying. So I was actually disappointed and mentioned to my girlfriend who was with me that they fucked this movie up right then and there. They had the chance to make the movie an epic ending with a fighting scene, just like Harry Potter, but they fucked it up and ruined it with saying it was just a vision. And at the end, another cheesy moment like, "Oh, Edward, no one will love you like I love you, and our love is forever." And they had past moments of the Twilight movies, and I feel like she doesn't even have any feelings towards anything, not even Edward. just by the look of her face. But I'm kind of curious to see what kind of acting she'll be doing post Twilight. So if she ever grows as an actress. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite of the Twilight series. I don't even like them, but some of them were better. And the fighting scenes actually help out the movie. But a lot of cheesy moments in this movie, and just crap acting and crap animation from Summit Pictures. So yeah, that was my review for Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, and let's celebrate that the Twilight series is over, and we don't have to look forward to more tween girls running around the mall with Twilight and I Love Edward shirts, and we can finally put aside Team Jacob and Team Edwards. So yeah, that was my review for Twilight Part 2, and I'll be doing more reviews soon for more movies, so continue watching and please subscribe to Justin Watches Movie. Thanks.